Potato, and I am here today with the most recent car added to the game, the Zenvo TSR-S. A very cool car from Denmark. I think Zenvo is actually the only Danish car company. Don't fact check me on that though. Anyway, we will be driving it very soon. Let's do the specs first. This looks pretty good in pretty much every dark colour. Blue, green, black, red. The grey's kind of meh, because it's the same shape as the same shade as the carbon. But the lighter grey looks pretty good. And then the white looks amazing, actually. The white's the only good light. Actually, no. The blue looks pretty good as well. And so does the orange. Red as well. So yeah, pretty much looks good in pretty much every colour. And then there's the accent line. For black or white, you can go with pretty much every colour. Although for white, you're better off picking. You're fine with every colour. With black, it looks decent with every colour of accent, but you're better off picking a brighter colour to accentuate the black. That's not what I meant to press. So, like for example, red makes it look amazing. But obviously, I have mine in green and dark blue. If you're picking one of the coloured if you're picking one of the coloured bodyworks, so red, orange, dark green, dark blue, etc., you've got to go with a colour that's like close to it on the colour wheel. So for green, I could go with yellow accents. It looks kind of mid that way though. Blue accent. That's not what I meant to press. I have it with dark blue accents. For red, you'd go with orange accents or purple accents. For now, I think I'm gonna go with purple and yellow, which is exactly against everything I've just said, but one word. Shmee 150. Yep, if you got that reference, congratulations. You know car YouTube. Let's get going with the city race. Okay, let's start the city race. Should be interesting. These cars have been known to flip on the curbs quite easily. And now you actually get the first look of the main gimmick of this car, the tilting rear wing. I did talk about it in my update video, but I can completely nerd out on it. When you turn into a corner, like so, and it turns in really well, the wing tilts so that the side of the wing in the direction that you're turning. How do I explain this? If you turn right, the wing pushes up on the right hand side, and then opposite for if you're turning left. Which basically means that the more air is pushed onto that tyre to keep it level, making it faster. And fast it is. This corners extremely well, even if it is standard. I have this one, obviously, tuned, and it's amazing. I also run an alignment on it. Unfortunately, I'm not used to driving it standard, and I have just crashed it. 39.7 is still a very respectable time. Oh yeah, by the way, the wing also tilts forward, obviously. And that's about it. Right, let's get on with the highway race. Okay, and we are at the highway now, just about to start. Should be interesting. This thing does 248 miles an hour and has quite a high handling rating at, I think it's 8.8. We'll have to check on that, of course. 8.8, yeah. See? I use this car quite a lot right now. I may continue, I may not. For now, let's just focus on keeping it on the road. Right. Through the chicane. Corners really well. Doesn't tend to lose much speed in the corners. Always a plus size. Although, I tell you what, pretty much that one bit in the tunnel where I snagged the wall, that was my fault for treating it like a normal car because it actually turns in more than a normal car. But I was anticipating it to have more speed because I drive it tuned, where it does 267. So yeah, you have to actually learn to drive this car, which is a good thing because it means it handles really well. It feels very rapid twisting through these mountains. It's nice. Oof. Just slightly got airborne and tried to slip the back end out. The back end does feel like it needs a bit more downforce. Although, that's only when I'm making small adjustments so the wing is, you know, doing stuff. Although what the wing doesn't actually have any effect. I think it's just there as an ornament. Anyway, 55.2 is a really, really good time actually. Very respectable. Especially for an 11 million limited. Which is really not much in the world of limiteds. At least until you get to resale. Which undoubtedly this car will be. And now we're at the mountain pass. Should play well for the nice handling Zenvo here. And yeah, it is. Feels extremely nice. As okay, a little bit of what's the term? Trying to snap out of line when I trail braked, but all well and good right now. Now for the trip back down the mountain. This one's always more entertaining. Feels so alive. Damn it, I crashed. Let's try that again. Up the mountain. Yeah, maybe I crashed into that tree as an excuse to drive this thing down the mountain again. And maybe I'm using that as an excuse to hide the fact I thunked it into a tree. You'll never know. Oh yeah, feels really, really good. Down the mountain, 200 miles an hour through there, and it can always handle it because it's got that amazing handling. Lovely bit of air over the bridge. Lovely bit of air over the river. I did a stunt, which did involve me landing perfectly. Yeah, that's the problem with the suspension. In fact, I'll demonstrate this to you now while we're still on the scenic road. It tips too easily, this car, because it's got the firm track suspension. So if I just give a basic run up... Oh, now I can't get it to tip. I'll show you at the houses, yeah. So, but yeah, because of its firm track suspension, despite feeling quite supple on the nice roads, it does still tip too easily and lose grip. So yeah, definitely more of a track car. Who'd have thought it with that ring? And we are at the mountains now. In the Zenvo. Should play well here. I've driven it tuned and with the alignment so many times here before, quite recently, because well, I've always felt like it can set a good time. Certainly feels nice right now, even when it's standard and not running on slick tyres. Through the chicane very well, running a nice pace. Bit of understeer through there, but that's probably my fault for messing the braking up. Yeah, I went too narrow through that corner as well, and as a result, we're now low on time. The jump. Oh, I made it. Oh, I made the jump without losing control. Oh, that's good. Heck yes. Full power through the tunnel. 248 miles an hour. No sign of slowing down. Brake here. Perfect through that hairpin. This looks to be a really good time. I think we could see under 120. Oh, come on. 119 in a standard car. That's ludicrous. That's completely ludicrous. Wow. I mean, I'd have expected maybe 123, but 119 is stupidly quick. Really well done, Zenvo. That's... I'm mind blown. And now we're going to try and drift it. Should prove interesting. That shows promise. Hold on. Hold the phone. Not bad. Turn it in here. I spun it because I'm an idiot. Right, come on. Skid corner. Can we do something interesting here? I mean, skid corner is a place where you can drift. That's not bad. Tell you what, it's pretty decent. My skill is pretty much the only thing that's stopping it from being truly good. Because I have no drifting skill. None at all. Hold on, let's go for another lap quickly. Yeah, I lost it. Of course I did. How did I do that? No steering at all for that one. I'm not sure how that happened. See? Really good at drifting. Who would have thought it? Not me. I was expecting it to be, you know, a super good, sticky track car. Proved itself in the mountains. Now it's proving itself to be an amazing drift car. Is there anything this car can't do? I'll tell you about that in the end. Right, finally in the natural habitat of the Zenvo TSR-S, the racetrack. This should be really good. Hopefully. Right, come on. Oh yeah, this is brilliant. Why am I not surprised? The Zenvo is doing absolutely amazingly on the circuit. Much to no surprise, to no surprise there. I mean, feels great, really easy to drive. Maybe a slight whiff of understeer, but nothing that can't be easily swatted out. Feel the power on the straights. Brake, turn in. It actually does feel kind of heavy to steer. Definitely feels different to the mountains. But that's because it feels more like a track machine than an organic thing. Like it didn't mount. It's actually changed pretty much. It's surprising. I was not expecting it to do this. Right, up through the banking. More power. Come on. Through spinning chicane, because that's where people tend to spin sometimes. Right, junction 1. Easy to deal with. Who's surprised? Skid corner. No skidding at all. Great. Full power. 35.8. Ha! That is a silly time. Silly. I mean, just like in the mountains, I was expecting maybe a 38 at best, but no, absolutely demolished that time. 35.8. That's ludicrous. It's stupidly quick. Damn. Is there anything this car can't do? Well, let's find out with the oval. Well, here we are at the oval. Could be interesting. The Zenvo's got pretty stiff suspension. So, that could prove interesting with the bank turns, and because obviously they're... Oh. Well, that's not a problem I was expecting to have. That problem being my own skill issues. But, you know, they do tend to poke their head up here now and again. Right, come on. Down the straight. Feels very fast. A little bit bouncy if you go actually into the curve. So just stay on the bottom rung, effectively, as much as possible. Because not only is that the fastest route, it also means the car doesn't bounce alarmingly. There's definitely a lack of acceleration on that straight. We had that with the Devo before. But look, accelerating normally on the straight, you know, feels good. No acceleration on that. It's weird. Foxy, please sort it out. Alright, come on. 248 into the bend. Definitely changing my car. It's weird. Please, don't do that. Right, last lap. Come on. Can it surprise me on the oval? Possibly not, but I don't care because I'm more of a racetrack person than a circle person. 17.8. Not bad. Probably could be a bit quicker, to be honest. Actually, yeah, it's pretty bad, to be honest. Still, one last thing to do. Well, a couple of things, actually. But the last thing to do is the drag strip. And so here we are at the drag strip with the Zenvo, ready to take off down half a mile of tarmac. Should be interesting. I don't care much for the straight line times. This is definitely much more of a corners car. Felt amazing in the mountain pass. Felt amazing in the mountain race. And did amazing in the mountain race. Felt amazing in the circuit. Did amazing in the circuit. 12.21. That's not bad. Kind of mid. But that means we have actually come to the end of the review. Let me put my usual alignment back on it. 30-50. Is it? I think it's 30-50. Yeah, 30-50. Because there is one small problem with this car that barely matters. And I'm going to have to take you to the city to show you that. Now, I promise you this isn't just because of the alignment I've got on it. The alignment actually helps it turn better. Well, at least it feels that way to me. See, the thing about the city is it's got curbs, and I did mention they have been known to roll when they hit the curbs. Problem is, they hit the curbs quite often. Oh, I can't get it to roll. That's interesting. I was getting it to roll all the time when I was going over to the mountain pass. But I think I may have fixed the rolling problem. So in fact, now there is no issue. Just lower the... Oh. Okay, maybe there is an issue. Yeah, I think, the curb problem doesn't really matter too much. So thanks for watching. God damn it. Every time I say the problem doesn't matter, it just flips. Thanks for watching. This is a really good car.